Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Carlsbad, and happy Wednesday. To start off the show, we're going to have Carly Rae Jones live with Music Club, as well as Landon Miller with a weather and surf report.
That's right, Allison. And then we have Zoe live on the DeGiro to talk about some parking issues near Monroe Pool, as well as Jacob live on the Magic Window to talk about a shocking investigation. We got a great show for you today, Carlsbad. Let's get right into it. I'm Tommy Kelly.
And I'm Allison Sitars, and CHS TV starts right now.
Welcome back, Carlsbad. To start off, we have an amazing story on a freshman cheerleader here at Carlsbad that's got a bright future ahead of her. Let's roll the story.
I'm Santina Nardi, and I'm a flyer on the varsity cheer team as a freshman.
When Santina started cheer 7 years ago, she never would have imagined making varsity cheer freshman year.
I started cheer because when I was younger, I saw the girls doing flips, and I wanted to do that when I was older.
Throughout Santina's life, she has grown to love and aspire to be a part of the cheer atmosphere.
My favorite cheer moments are during Friday night football games when I get to go in front of the loud crowd and lead the crowd. My favorite skill to do when I'm flying is a double down, and my favorite skill to do when I'm tumbling is a round-up handspring.
Cheering for Carlsbad isn't just about her team, it is about being a leader in the Carlsbad community.
I think the Carlsbad cheer team is different from others because we're all one family and they're all super welcoming as a freshman.
Being a family and supporting each other is what Santina and the Carlsbad team strive for.
Being on a cheer team makes me feel happy because I can show off my skills.
Cheerleading is an outlet for her to show off her hard work and talent. Reporting for CHS TV with photojournalist Faye Glenn, I'm Keely McElroy.
Thank you, Keely, for that piece. Tomorrow, varsity girls tennis faces off against Sage Creek at 4 p.m. This is definitely a game you won't want to miss, so make sure you come out and support.
Come to Linda's Frozen Yogurt for a fundraiser tomorrow from 4 to 8 p.m. 25% of the proceeds come back to CHS. Now we have Carly Rae live in the studio to give us more information on Music Club. Carly Rae, what do you have for us?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm here with Camden, Kenneth, and Caden from Music Club. So, Kenneth, what inspired you guys to start Music Club?
Yeah, we were inspired to build a community of people who are passionate about exploring music and all its different genres, and just to build a collection of musicians, to just kind of build and talk about music and anything that has to do with it.
Yeah, that sounds super great. So what does a club meeting typically look like?
Yeah, at our usual club meeting, it's generally just us. We'll bring instruments. It's kind of just us hanging out, jamming, talking. Overall, just kind of a good atmosphere, I guess I'd say.
Yeah, that sounds super fun. And for anyone who wants to join, where and when does Music Club meet?
Yeah, so Music Club, we meet every Thursday at lunch in room 8203. It's a great time, like Camden said. It's just great jam time. Meet new musicians, just hang out.
Sounds super fun. Remember 8203 for anyone who wants to join, and I'm going to go ahead and send it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Carly Rae. Guys, be sure to come out and enjoy some music. CUSD families are invited to Financial Aid Night on October 21st from 6 to 7 p.m. Learn about the FAFSA application process. Please see the link in the CHS newsletter. AP Test registration is now open. Please visit the AP Test registration site. The site can be found on the CHS homepage. From the homepage, please use the Department tab and click Counseling. On the left-hand side, students will see the AP Test registration tab. Registration will close on October 15th.
The counseling department is hosting virtual calls visits Thursday through Friday for the next few weeks. See who's presenting and sign up in Naviance. Switching topics, we now have Landon live on CHS TV's video wall to give us some surf and weather reports. Landon?
What's up, Carlsbad? I'm Landon Miller here on the giant video wall to give you guys the weather and surf report for the rest of the week. So starting off today, the minimum was 48 this morning. It was a bit chilly, as you guys probably could have tell, and then on the max is 70 around 3 p.m. Moving into Thursday, it stays the same. The visibility moves down to 19 miles, and the precip is still 0. Moving into Friday, the max actually goes up to 77, so quite a bit warmer. Maybe shorts and a t-shirt weather, depends on what you like. And then the visibility goes back up to 22 miles. Moving into the weekend now, the max goes up to 79, so a little bit warmer again. And then everything else stays the same. Sunday, it's actually going to snow. Yes, I said snow. That's actually not here, though. That's in Alaska. So for those of us who like our winter board sports, that's awesome. Now we're going to go to the surf report. So it's 4 to 7 foot today, quite a bit big, shoulder high to 2 foot overhead. The wind is 8 knots or 9 miles per hour, and the water temp is 63 to 65. The swell direction is west-northwest and or northwest, and then the tide is going to be dropping to a 0 at 11 a.m. That's all I have for you. Now I'm going to send it back to the anchors at the desk.
Thank you for the report, Landon. Looks like it's going to be a great week for you surfers and boogie boarders to get out there. Now we're going to send it right back out to Zoe, who's standing by to tell us about a parking issue near Monroe Pool. What's up, Zoe?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm Zoe Watts, and I'm here in front of the Monroe Street Pool to talk a little bit about the rules and restrictions regarding parking in this lot. It's really important that you remember that if you are not in aquatics PE or using the pool, that you do not park in this lot. This is especially important to keep in mind after what happened at the homecoming football game. If you didn't know, there were cops in this lot ticketing almost every single car parked here. Please keep this in mind during the pink game and park in the student lot if you can. Save yourself that ticket, Carlsbad. I'll send it back to the anchors at the desk.
Thank you, Zoe. Guys, be sure to follow the parking rules. Now we'll send it over to Jacob on the magic window to talk about the Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petitio case. What's up, Jacob?
Good morning, Carlsbad. Over the past few weeks, America has watched a full-scale investigation unfold about these two people, Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petitio. Now, a bit of a backstory about them. They were a very happy couple. They loved taking road trips, and they were more of the outdoorsy kind. Now, this all started on July 4th, when Gabby and Brian decided to take a road trip from Gabby's parents' house over here in New York. They went to multiple states such as Kansas, Colorado, and Utah, posting all of these photos on Instagram as they did have quite a bit of a following. Now, things started to take a turn for the worse when on August 12th, they were pulled over for disorderly conduct and advised to separate themselves for the night by the Utah State Police. Brian went to a hotel and Gabby stayed in the van that they had. Now, on September 1st, Brian arrived back at his house that he shares with Gabby and his parents with the van, but without Gabby. This definitely created a bit of commotion, and 10 days later, Gabby was announced missing by Gabby's parents, and the FBI asked to speak to Brian, but Brian declined. Now, a few days later, as police were begging and begging to speak to him, they also found out that he left a few days earlier to go to the Carlton Reserve, which is a Florida park in Florida. Now, the very next day, they underwent investigation, a search for him in this park, as well as FBI investigation across the U.S. to look for Gabby. And sadly, the very next day, police did find a body, and they do have reason to believe that it is Gabby Petitio, and the cause of death was strangulation. Now, of course, this is still an ever-evolving investigation. That's all I have for you today, Carlsbad, and I'll send it back to the anchors at the desk.
And our thoughts and prayers definitely go out to Gabby's family. On another note, make sure to get your pink shirts. Make it a Yes I Can day. And
Yes, be sure, of course, get the pink shirts. Unfortunately, the pink powder will not be allowed in the game that's coming up next Friday. But still come out support. It's still going to be really, really fun. And that's all we got today, Carlsbad.
Bye, guys.